You certainly get the idea that Floyd Brace is committed to each and every patient. But the lasting impressions that you just heard tell only part of the story. The type of support you have come to expect from family members is the same type of support you will get from Floyd Brace. The company really goes above and beyond to ensure that no question goes unanswered. The company holds support group meetings for amputees once a month.
We help each other, provide support, answer questions. We have different speakers come here occasionally to tell us what's available. And it's basically a support group. We help each other out. There's more and more new amputees all the time, and it's full of questions.
Each meeting is about providing amputees with a scheduled opportunity to interact with others who share similar challenges. But there are plenty of patients willing to share their experiences and even serve as mentors. All you have to do is ask.
If I were to speak to someone about having a selective amputation, to me it was a very big decision. It was a personal decision. I had to do a lot of research, and I fortunately was assisted in finding a mentor to speak to that was an amputee, and speaking to other amputees was a major factor in making my decision within having the below-the-knee amputation.
I've never known anything different. So it's very hard for me to understand why someone just thinks this is the end of their life. Things are never going to be the same. So I do go visit new amputees in the hospital and try to mentor them and try to explain to them that, life can be just as you knew it before. You may have to relearn how to do things a different way, but it is possible. I water ski, I ride a bicycle, I've been married for 20 years, I have 2 children. Nothing should stop you. If you have the will, then you'll find out a way to do it.
From 1982 until 1988, they did a total of 10 operations. So it's 10 operations over 6 years in 3 different hospitals, 2 different states. Finally, the doctor told me that the only other thing they could do would be go into my good leg, take bone out, put it over, be in braces up to my knees for 2 or more years, flat on my back for the best part of the first year. My oldest son was 6 months old. My second son was on the way. I asked the doctor, there's got to be another way. He said amputation. I said, oh doc, it's a little drastic. He said, well, the choice is yours. I said, what other choice do we have? I said, what if the graft doesn't work? He said, then we'll have to amputate. I never batted an eye, never thought twice about it. I said, you go ahead and amputate, because this old boy's gonna have one good leg to stand on.
I'm Keith Waits. I had back surgery in February of '99, and some things happened, and I ended up with Floyd Brace when I woke up. I had the AFO for 11 years, and in the past year I've had nothing but problems with ulcerations, and I confronted my doctor about taking the foot off, and he said it would help my quality of life. So now I'm got a prosthetic and happy with it, and very happy with the decision I made.
As far as I would consider having it again, the only regret I really have is waiting this long to having the amputation, getting back to the active lifestyle where I once was. And it's amazing that within 2.5 weeks, I'm already training for a triathlon, and it's just, my activity level is limitless.
When I see people that have the ability to do something, I try to motivate them and try to get them up and get them out by doing sports. That's what helped me. And then once they do sports, get out and doing sports, it makes them more independent with other things, with like brace walking and getting out. So try to get them up and motivated and show them that they can do things.
It's not a lost cause. Don't sweat the small stuff. Yeah, it seems like something really big, but you can still go and do. Your life hasn't ended. It will go on. You get great parking at Walmart.
Life is certainly not over. But life with pain, surgeries, and limitations can be a thing of the past. For some, the decision to lose part of a limb was a choice. Others found new life by wearing a brace that they had turned away previously for several days, months, or even years. Ultimately, the choice these patients make now include a partnership with Floyd Brace, ensuring that reasonable goals are met and that they live life to their fullest potential.
Can do anything that I want to do. There's nothing I can't do. I do, really what I want when I want. I may have to do it a little different than somebody that's more able-bodied, but I can still do it with no problem. Was a volunteer fireman, and for years, and it never was an issue at all.
My goal was to run as soon as possible within the confines of recovery, and kind of stay positive about it. I knew it could be done. I've seen many others do it, so I had all the confidence in the world I'd be able to do it. So about 5 months after my surgery, I was able to run a mile. I think it was 7 months after my surgery, I ran an 8K race, and I've run a handful of 5Ks, about 3 10Ks now.
There's no real large obstacles that you can't really overcome with being an amputee. There's so many different options out there, and there's no limits really what you can achieve.
Well, it slowed me down a little bit, but after I had got my mind focused and made up what I wanted to do, then it hadn't affected me that much. Because I do pretty much do what I want to do. I take my shower, put on my clothes, I go in the kitchen to fix my breakfast, whatever I want to do, and I'm still active in my church, so.
It was given to me 2.5 weeks ago, and that weekend I was able to power wash my house, my driveway, my 4 cars, my garage, and mow the yard, walk around downtown, I went shopping with my wife at the mall, went grocery shopping, and wound up going to a restaurant, California Dreaming downtown. And without any pain, I didn't have any discomfort, went home, and I was just really excited about just being able to walk without pain. It was just monumental to me. And
I drive, grocery shop, I mop, I clean, whatever, cook, whatever, mostly everything. The hardest thing for me to do is like kneeling down or squatting like that, but other than that, I can do mostly about anything.